everyone, we're looking at Espresso today by Sabrina Carpenter. It's a really simple song, it's just the same thing over and over again. But I'm still going to show you a beginner version for the rhythm, and I'll show you the advanced version, which is what you just saw me play. Okay, so let's look at the chords first. We have 3 chords for the entire song. First one is the hardest one, so spend a little bit longer on this one. We have D minus 7, okay. So you need 2 fingers pushed in for this. We need finger 2 on the G string, 2nd fret. Okay, and first finger needs to cover 2 notes at once. So 1st fret on the B string, 1st fret on the E string. So if you just flatten that sort of top segment of your finger onto those frets, you should be able to get them both at the same time. Now add the middle finger, and then play from the A string down. You got your D minus 7. Now we don't want the E string, so if you bring the thumb over, you can block that. The other option is you rest the 3rd finger on the E string. That works too, but I really think the thumb is the best way. Or just try really hard not to play the E string. That's an option too, alright? The 2nd chord, really simple. We have E minor. So you can play all the strings, but we have here finger 2 on A2, finger 3 on D2. Now you can do like an E minor 7 instead, which means you can bring the 3rd finger off. That still sounds very nice. Some of you might know this version of E minor. Actually sounds quite nice. It's just a little bit harder to change to in this song. If I were you, I would just keep it simple. E minor or E minor 7, okay? And then the last chord is A minor. You could do A minor 7. Sounds quite nice. I think A minor works a little bit better for this song. So pause the video if you need to practice this shape. Again, we don't really want the E string, so bring the thumb resting on it, just to sort of stop that from sounding properly. Right, there's your 3 chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and round it goes. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. So the rhythm of this song is going to be the same thing again and again. I'm going to start with just the basic part of it. So if you're a beginner, you can do this part, and if you're more advanced, I'll show you how to kind of spice it up a little bit. Okay, but here's the basic rhythm. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. So just get the first chord ready, and we're just going to stay on this first chord and practice this slowly. Play with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Okay, and we can do the same thing for the other 2 chords. So let's try the whole chord progression together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so if you need to pause the video, you can practice it. Okay, that's the basic rhythm. So if you're a beginner, you can just do that for the whole song. If you're more advanced, let me show you a little something here. So on beats 3 and 4, we can add in 2 more downstrokes. But when we play those ones, you're going to release the pressure, release the squeeze, release the chord hand. Okay, so you'll hear what it sounds like first. Right at the end. So the right hand is really simple because you're just going down, 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 down. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So it's loud, quiet, really simple. So the bounce happens because of the left hand, because you're going right? loud, quiet, loud, quiet. Think of it that way. So all together. And we can do the same thing here. So it happens on the A minor chord. Right? On, off, in, off, yeah. Okay, so that really adds a little bit of rhythmic element to it, but it's not too tricky. So hopefully, if you pause the video and practice that, you can add that in. Okay, the last thing that you'll hear me do is that same on and off effect with the chord hand. I do it right after the first upstroke. Okay, so do you hear how it goes dun da dun dun da dun dun? Listen, because right after the upstroke, I release. I bring the chord hand off a little bit, so I take the fingers away. So now it's short. You'll still have these, the A and the D string. They will keep ringing, and that's fine. But these three, they will just stop. As soon as you pull the finger away, it stops, doesn't it? So do that right after the upstroke. So just practice going up, release, up, release. Just so you get used to that feeling. Okay, then you can add it in, do a down, up, release. Again, the bass notes will keep going, that's fine, but the high notes, they stop. Okay. Now here's the tricky part, is we need to bring it back on for our up, down. So down, up, down. Down, up, down. So it's a little, it's like you're hopping, you're push in and you go whoop, and back down again, whoop, right? If you add the last part on, okay, now it's going to get a bit confusing putting it all together. So just to really slowly take your time with this. Then you try it with the other two chords. Okay, and that's literally it. So once, it is confusing, but once you get it, you can do it for the whole song, which is really cool. Now, it might sound a bit boring to play the same thing for the whole song, so even if you're a beginner, you can try this. We can use the palm mute effect. We use our palm of our hand. We mute the strings by touching them. That's why it's called palm mute. And then we do exactly the same thing that I've shown you. Now, we can do this in the verse because it's more quiet in the verse, right? So it's going to sound like this. When we get to the chorus, we can play louder, right? So that palm mute effect is created because this is touching the strings, yeah? You don't have to push them in really hard. You just have to have that. You can still glide around on them, but I'm touching the strings right now. You can hear that sound actually. Yeah, because I am touching them, but there's still freedom to move around for the strumming, right? It's quite tricky to keep them in that same place. Just keep the movement in the wrist only, don't move the whole arm when you're doing this palm mute effect. It's fine in the chorus to use the whole arm. But palm mute, watch how my wrist's locked in here to this point so that I can keep all of this here against the strings, right? So you can do that palm mute effect in the verse. Okay, if you struggle with that, honestly, it's not a big deal. All you have to do instead is play quieter like this. Yeah, that works for the verse. Then for the chorus, you just play louder, okay? So you can just strum quieter instead of the palm mute effect. Now, I almost forgot, there's one thing that you'll notice I do it in the pre-chorus. So right before the chorus, I finish with this. I play E minor just once, and then I go. So I do a rock slide. Okay, now I have a whole tutorial on this, so I'll put a link in the description to that. But basically, just use your third finger, and you're just going to push in anywhere around here, and you strum it once, and you slide down. Okay, so it is pushed in the whole way down. You keep it pushed in. Okay, then when you get near the bottom, watch how my fingers change to the chord position that I'm going to have. So you need to be thinking about the fact you're going to D minor 7 here, right? Okay, so out of the pre-chorus, 2, 3, 4. That's how I go into the chorus for this song. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you don't have to do that, it's just something I like to do. Okay, if you'd rather just play E minor, 2, 3, 4, and then just start the chorus. Okay, you don't have to add the rock slide. Alright, that is everything. The play along is coming up now, so you can play along to the song with me. Don't forget you can slow down the video if you are struggling. It is easier to play slower, right? So just go to the playback speed, slow it down a little bit, and you can play along at a slower speed. If you found this lesson helpful in any way, please give it a like, thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe as well so that you know when new videos are coming out, alright? Thanks so much for watching, good luck with the play along, and I'll see you in the next lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4.